fire up Mason Rudolph if you're absolutely desperate. Shouldn't be that
Don't
desperate.
fire up Mason Rudolph,
Don't
even
fire
if you're
him up.
desperate.
Don't
Throw
fire
him for
him.
300.
Yeah, don't fire. Bengals at Browns. Cover your mouth. They won't just steal your order.
He has been quarterback 11 or higher 3 of the last 4 weeks. And everybody hates on this guy. It is Danny Dimes.
I'm hanging up right now. I can't believe
Come on.
it. I'm hanging up.
No.
What up, what up?
What up?
What up, what up?
Mic check, mic check.
1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
What's up, boys?
How's it going?
Oh, man. Not a whole lot of small group tonight. A little small group action. Got home. The kids to bed. And I'm here with you beautiful people.
A safety team for Awana tonight. They started incorporating safety team. So for Wednesday nights.
Probably a necessary component at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, without further ado, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on in to WPF, the When Pigskin Fly Fantasy Football Show. We are your hosts of the show. I'm Sal Adams. That's Corey Lamberts, and that is the Wesley Bryant.
Indeed.
It's Wednesday night. That means we have studs. We have duds. We have recap from our picks last week, and we have Thursday night football picks and locks. That's what we got on the docket tonight.
That's what we
gentlemen.
got.
Let's go.
I think we're gonna get right after it. So, yeah. Without further ado, on tonight's show, again, studs and duds. Let's go. Buckle on up, ladies and gentlemen, because the WPF crew is about to take flight.
Rolling.
Rolling. First on the docket, we won't jump right into picks and locks. We're gonna go to last week's picks.
Oh yeah. How we
We'll be
looking?
really fast. After week 1, if you don't remember, first place was Wesley. He had a 12-4 week. Corey went 10-6, and I went 9-7. After this past week, Wesley finished in last at 11-5. It was a good week for the WPF crew. Corey was 13-3, and I was 12-4.
Oh, so we're tied.
Yep. So, let's see here. We all were right on the Chargers, Cardinals, Ravens, Bills, Patriots, Rams, Lions, Cowboys, and Bengals. We each had our own picks, fair share of upset picks. Corey was the only one that got the Seahawks game right. Wesley was the only one who got the Commanders game wrong. I was the only one who got the Saints game wrong. I was the only one who got the Colts game right. Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I
Danny
knew you'd be
Dimes.
cheering for him.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, but it was a last-second field goal on a legit penalty that, whatever.
Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes. I was the only one who got the Chiefs game wrong. We all picked the Vikings to beat the ATL Falcons, and even though somebody on the Falcons had a horrible week, they still somehow squawked that win out. And I took the Bucs over the Texans. That was the difference. So that's our picks. On the season, Wesley and Corey are 23-9. I am 21-11. So
Not bad.
that's the rundown. That's the rundown on that.
Not bad.
That's the rundown on that. We're looking really decent. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, shall we jump right in to our studs and our duds
Let's
on
do it.
the week? Who wants to start, boys?
Go ahead, Corey.
All right, I will start with QB studs this week. Oh man, what a week it was.
And
Lamar
what it
Jackson.
wasn't.
Lamar Jackson, QB3 on the week, 19-29, 225 yards, 4 tutties, 2 carries, 13 yards, 34.3 fantasy points. What a week. What a week for him. And I also have Drake May, 19-23, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns in the air, 10 carries for 31 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground, good enough for QB4 on the week, 30.3 fantasy points.
Solid.
Solid. Yeah. 3 and 4.
I'll go up next with the QBs. QB2 on the week, Russell Wilson. Bringing out old vintage Russell Wilson. 30 for 41, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did throw 1 pick. We also had 3 rushes for 23 yards, 36.3 points. And the guy who got 1 start, and he might not start this week if what's-his-face comes off of injuries, Mac Jones actually played pretty well. 26 for 39, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 rushes for 6 yards, 27.8 points, QB5 on the week.
Yeah, those are some studs. Did really, really good this week. Had good weeks. My first stud on the week might come as a bit of a surprise to people. With 27.68 fantasy points, he finished at QB6 on the week. 25 of 34 passing the rock for 207 yards, 3 tutties, 0 interceptions, and he ran the ball a couple times. I think he had 14 yards rushing. I'm talking about Spencer Rattler.
Oh, that is surprising.
Quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. I was talking to Corey a little bit earlier on the phone. I had mentioned this to a couple people. He's somebody to look out for if you can buy on the cheap in a dynasty. I don't love what I've seen out of him so far. 52 of 80, though, for 420 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. Hasn't turned the ball over yet. I like what I've seen this year. My other quarterback on the week, 23 of 28, 334 passing yards, 5 touchdowns. He was QB1 on the week with 44 fantasy points in our league. I'm talking about Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
What a game.
He looked good. I know you saw it, Wes. The slow-mo pass from him to J-Mo.
It was so bad. I was like, why are we
pass.
why are we showing this? It was like,
I had a coworker. I had a coworker that like said, "Look, he can throw the deep ball to JMO." And I said, "Well, how far did he really throw it?" And then I saw the replay because I think I'd walk out of the room or something. And he was like, "Yeah, he can make it." And I said, "Yeah, great." He threw it 40 yards, and JMO still had to stop.
Oh, that was a different pass. But
Different
yeah,
play.
that
I
one,
was like, oh my god, dude! Shut
this
up.
one, I think it was a slant route or a drag route, and he threw it to him. And I mean, Buddy's on the run this way, and he catches it back here, but the ball was just.
Oh my
It was
god!
horrible.
It was an old Peyton Manning duck. Like,
Yeah,
quack,
it was
quack.
rough.
Quack,
It was
quack.
rough. It was rough. If y'all don't mind, I am gonna just jump right into running backs on the week. How's that sound?
Let's just go.
Running back 6. He had another surprising name. I like coming up with a surprising name. 21.2 fantasy points, 11 carries for 54 yards. He had 5 receptions for 88 yards. I'm talking about Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh wow.
5
receptions for 88 yards.
That's absolutely right. I
Nice.
told everybody that I liked Trevion Henderson as a lock this week. He had 6 fantasy points. I do apologize. Coming in at number 4 on the week, this is a guy we've been talking about. I think we're hot on him. I think, we brought this up before. I think this is a guy we're hot on. It was questionable coming into the year, but he had another great week. 18 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. He had 6 receptions for 33 more yards. I'm talking about 25 flat on the fantasy points. Javonte Williams, Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Looks like he found the right place to land. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, it is Dallas.
Sometimes you never know until the season starts how
Mm-hmm.
trades are gonna.
How's that going to shake out?
Yeah.
I'm saying startups. I think he's past the 15th round usually when people draft him, or right around there.
Oh, man, imagine a keeper league. You got him in the 15th round. Ooh, I know who I'm keeping.
Yep.
If he keeps it up anyways.
Right. I'll go. Running back 2 on the week. James Cook made Josh Allen a non-factor this week for a lot of owners, which
100%.
aren't happy for that. But 21 rushes, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Added on 1 catch for 3 yards, 26.5 fantasy points. And then the old reliable CMC, 13 rushes, 55 yards. That's not much. But add on 6 receptions on 7 targets for 52 yards with a touchdown. That's 22.7 fantasy points for running back 5 on the week.
Good stuff out of him.
Run CMC.
Yes, it
Hey,
is.
man.
Go
ahead.
I'll keep rolling along, unless you had something else to add. All right. I actually am going to read this off my phone because I had it pulled up and I just forgot to type it in. One of my studs, RB3 on the week, Devon Achane. 11 carries for 30 yards. Not great, but 8 receptions on 10 targets for 92 yards and a touchdown makes more than makes
Pretty
up for it.
nice.
26.2 fantasy points, like I said, RB3 on the week. And then my my other stud is the RB1 on the week, Jonathan Taylor. 25 carries, 165 yards, 2 catches on 2 targets, 50 yards, 1 touchdown total. None of them were on the ground. It was his receiving touchdown.
Mm.
Good enough for 29.5 fantasy points. Running back 1 on the week.
Oh, Wisconsin guy.
We'll see soon if they're pretenders. For all the Colts fans out there.
I don't know.
Week
We know our
two,
style
we made
loves
a
Danny
prediction.
Dimes.
we
Listen.
made a prediction last year that somebody was a pretender, and what happened?
Oh yeah. I don't know about the Colts though. We'll see.
I'm not 100% sold. What do we got next?
Let's
Wide
go.
receiver,
I'll go.
tight
I'll
end,
go.
tight
Yep, we'll
end.
just write down the list. Go wide receiver next. And we'll start off with the number 1. You know who caught most of Jared Goff's catches, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown. 9 receptions on 11 targets, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns, 39.2 fantasy points. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown. And his counterpart, team we faced, he actually had 2 less receptions, same amount of targets, and 13 more yards. I'm talking about Roma Dunze. 7, 11, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, 31.8 points. So,
Guy looked like a stud, almost like he was never covered.
he was the guy. Sal called him.
Mhm.
Sal said it was his lock of the week. And was he ever right there?
Get lucky once in a while.
Mhm. Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
Occasionally.
Sal, go ahead.
Corey, go
man.
ahead. No, go ahead. I insist.
All right. I'll go. It's one of my guys, Malik Neighbors,
Never
wide
heard that
receiver
before.
2 on the week.
Oh boy.
9 of 13. Well, I
You
mean,
gotta pick
he's
him. You
got
gotta put
Russell
him up
Wilson.
there. Yeah,
Russell Wilson throwing the ball. We weren't really sure that this was going to be the thing, right?
for now.
9 catches on 13 targets, 167 yards for that Hail Mary moon ball.
It's always
Near
a
the end
Hail
of the
Mary moon
game.
ball with Russell
Oh
Wilson.
my God. 37.5 fantasy points. Good enough for wide receiver 2 on the week. And one of my guys' favorite targets, I guess, is my other stud. 8 of 9 for 89 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 carry for 11 yards. Wide receiver 7 on the week. Troy Franklin. There's one of your diamonds in the rough.
Yep. We
Who?
talked about him earlier too.
I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see. It's too early.
It is
too
week
early.
2.
Man, we were talking about earlier today. Some of the guys that are top 10 in their position right now. We were talking about wide receivers, and there are some names you're like,
Yeah.
whoa. I mean, it's only
2
been
weeks,
2 weeks.
right?
Still a small sample size, but man, it's interesting. I'll jump in now. Let's see here. I apologize. I got my notes brought up on my phone. Wide receiver 5 on the week. He had 28.2 fantasy points. This was the guy I told you to lock into your starting lineups. I'm excited about what he's done this year. He had 8 receptions on 10 targets for 142 yards and a tutty. He was on the other side of Malik Neighbors. I'm talking Wandale
Oh yeah.
Wandale.
Robinson.
Yeah,
Wandale.
He was
11
pretty good
points.
last year as well.
Yeah. My other wide receiver, I believe, was actually just right behind him in 6th place. He had 27.6 points, 8 receptions on 9 targets for 91 yards and a carry for 45 yards and a touchdown. Puka Nakua.
Oh,
Big dog. Corey was hating on him before the year started. I'm out on Puka Nakua. Guess what?
Nope.
So far, it's been great.
I mean,
So
Devontae
far.
Adams has been a good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Tight ends. Corey, we know you want to start with the tight ends.
Only because he was the bench warmer of the week on my fantasy team. Jake Ferguson. 9 catches on 12 targets, 78 yards. No touchdowns, though.
I picked him up off waivers in a redraft league today.
Wild, right?
Unreal.
I did not jot down what tight end he finished as, but he did get quite a few fancy points. I think it was 3 or 2. 2? Okay, there you go. And then my other one, Mr. No touchdowns all season last year, Trey McBride. 6 of 7, 78 yards, no touchdowns.
Good
I
enough for
believe
13.8.
that's right behind him, so 4 or 5.
He
10
was
and
in
5
fifth,
in a
yep.
week. So,
Yep.
can
I'll
you
jump
imagine how
in.
many points he'd score if he had touchdowns now?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder that.
Jeez.
I had tight end number 3 on the week. 6 receptions for 64 yards and a touchdown, which is good enough for 18.4 fantasy points in your standard PPR formats. Talking about Zach Ertz, the ancient Zach Ertz. How old is that guy? 30. He's 34.
He was trying to
he
make a
just
Super
hasn't
Bowl run
stopped.
with us. That's all I remember.
It's your guys. Isn't that how old you guys are? 34?
35.
Yeah, I'm younger than that.
So if he's ancient, what does that make me, a
He's
dinosaur?
ancient in terms of the NFL.
I know.
You're a little out of your prime to be in the NFL, sweetheart. My other tight end on the week is number 4. He had
Man,
5
yeah,
receptions
for
for
me, number
49
one's
yards and a
great.
touchdown. We are talking about 16 fantasy points, 15.9. This is another guy that you can find in redraft leagues on waivers. I got him before this week on waivers. Jawan Johnson. Nobody knew what he was gonna be doing. Back-to-back 20-plus point weeks. He's had 9 targets plus in each of the first 2 weeks. Is this a sell high candidate, or are we sitting on him and playing him?
I don't know. I had him all year. Remember? And I finally
Yeah.
dropped him.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you didn't drop him. You traded him to me, and then I
Oh.
dropped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a
And
part of
then named Rattler,
Jawan
the
Johnson,
quarterback, I was
Justin
like,
Fields in
I'm
a
done. I'm
first
not doing that. Yeah,
for Evan Ingram, David Montgomery in a first.
in a first. We swapped first for the players.
Oh, my turn. Here's a guy that we're all pretty high on. Rookie.
Mhm.
Tight end 7 on the week. He's gonna get used a lot. I have a feeling he's gonna finish as one of the top tight ends on the season. Tyler Warren of the Colts. 4
Boys, Danny
receptions
Dimes
on
is swinging
7
that rock.
targets, 79 yards, good for 11.9 fantasy points. And then a guy on my bench in one of my leagues, Tucker Kraft. 6 receptions,
Bench.
7
Oof.
targets, 124 yards. I had TJ Hawkinson, unfortunately, in front of him.
I think you're going to be starting Tucker Kraft from now on.
Yep. 24.4 points, tight end 1 on the week.
Good night. You know, the crazy thing is we watched that Colts game when I was at work, and I felt like every time they threw the ball or anything, it was Tyler Warren was touching the ball.
Right.
The guy is everywhere.
Let's move on to duds, boys.
Yep. Let's do it.
I will kick this thing off with my quarterback dud of the week. This one is a doozy. He finished at quarterback number 32. 13 of 21 passing for 135 yards, 1 rush for -1 yard. Somehow his team pulled out the win.
I'm going next.
Michael Penix.
Yep.
13 of 21 with 135 yards and a rush for -1, and you win the ball game.
Well, on the other side of that, 11 for 21, 158 yards, 2 interceptions, 5 rushes for 25 yards, 2.8 points, QB 35. My boy, J.J. McCarthy.
Wah, wah, wah.
Do you think he's really hurt, or he's just faking that boot just to get some time on the bench?
I don't know. Wasn't so good in fourth quarter this week.
Nope. Now he's got to watch Carson Wentz go out there.
Wait, who did they play week 1?
The Bears.
They played the Bears.
And then the Lions just absolutely
Destroyed
throttled the
them.
Bears.
Yep.
So start your players against the Bears is what I'm hearing right
Yeah.
now.
We'll see.
Sorry, Bears fans. I think I got you both beat. It was so bad, I didn't even write down his total points or where he finished as a quarterback this week. 3 of 11 for 27 yards.
Is
To be
it Anthony
fair,
Richardson? Oh wait, he's
to
not.
be, to be fair, he
Got hurt,
did.
didn't
He did get hurt.
Yeah.
And didn't finish the game, and he is currently in concussion protocol, not playing this week. So to get a little jump on this week, Justin Fields, No bueno. No bueno.
Yeah.
Can we just touch on another dud this week that Geno Smith?
Gino.
He had 3.2 fantasy points this week. 24 of 43 for 180 yards and 3 interceptions.
Yep. Against the who?
Who did the Raiders play?
The Chargers.
Chargers.
Oh yeah,
Turns out we didn't cheat. We're just really good at defense.
Okay.
Wolverines, I mean. Sorry. Anyway,
Okay.
move on. Okay.
Okay, yeah, too soon, buddy. Let's go to running backs.
Wesley, hit us up.
I will because your boy Justin Fields, Brees Hall, 10 rushes, 29 yards. Yikes! 2 receptions on 3 targets for 9 yards. Still yikes. 5.8 points. That's good for running back 44. 44.
I will jump in at running back number 35, a guy that I was super high on coming into this year. He's had a couple of not great finishes at 13 points and 8.5 points this week. He had 16 carries for 47 yards, 2 catches for 18 yards for a grand total of 8.5 points, like I just mentioned. Running back 35 on your week, Chase Brown.
Oh man, we keep locking him too. Why?
Yikes.
I will not be
Yikes.
locking him this week.
I wouldn't either. I'll finish this off here again. I
Playing at
have
Minnesota.
11 carries, 43 yards, no touchdowns, 3 catches on 4 targets for a grand total of 1 yard. Running back 37 on the week, Ashton Genty, 7.4 fantasy points against the Chargers defense.
You know,
He did have one good truck stick though.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't get you fantasy points though.
small sample size with Genty so far, but he looks good. Not finishing well fantasy wise. I'll jump in on the wide receivers. Wide receiver 111 on the week. He had one catch. This is a guy that you were locking. 1 catch, 4 targets, 6 yards, 1.6 fantasy points. Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton, man. After last year, I was ready for him to have another big year.
I can almost guarantee you that he's going to go off next week because I swear last year it was every other week that he would go up, down, up, down. Lock him, don't lock him, lock him, don't lock him.
I mean, they played at Indianapolis this week. Next week they are playing at the Chargers, so I maybe wouldn't.
Ooh, maybe not.
Next
week. That I would do that either. I currently have J.K. Dobbins sitting in my flex spot, and I'm going to be changing that very quickly after we're done here at the show.
How long until RJ Harvey takes over?
No, it's just because they're playing the Chargers.
I'm serious question because I think it's
have
going to happen.
Idea.
I'm thinking it's going to be next year. It'll be next year unless JK gets hurt. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Who's up next?
I'll go. I'm going to double down on my dud from last week, but this time he sits there all by himself. Xavier Legette, 8 targets, 1 reception for -2 yards. He got 0.8 points in fantasy. Wide receiver 122.
Wow, I don't feel so bad now.
8
through
targets.
2 weeks. Through 2 weeks, he has 4 receptions on 15 targets for 8 yards.
So uncatchable or case of the dropsies?
Well, the other guys on that team they're seeming to catch balls.
Renfro had 2 touchdowns this week, I think.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfro had a good week. Tetz had a couple good weeks.
Yep.
Who you got, Corey?
Nowhere near that far down. Wide receiver 48, 5 of 5, 48 yards, no touchdowns, 9.8 fantasy points. Lad. The lad.
Yeah.
You're hoping for more, but
you're hoping for
there's
a
lot
lot
of
more.
receivers to go around there now.
Yeah. I'm starting Lad every week expecting a minimum of 13 or 14 points. I don't care who they're playing against. I expect more than that out of him. That's a good. Tight ends. Who's up for Corey?
Please, I've finished last the first 3 times here. Not that anybody's counting, but one of our homeboys, tight end 28 on the week, 3 catches, 4 targets, 26 yards, 0 touchdowns, 5.6 fantasy points. The one, the only, Sam Laporta.
Laporta potty.
Laporta.
Go ahead, Wes.
Got through 5 touchdowns, and none of them were Sam.
Next week I'm gonna have to have different duds because Mark Andrews is my dud again. 1 reception on 3 targets for 2 yards. One rush for 2 yards. 1.4 points. Tight end 54.
I can reassure you that Mark Andrews is not going to be a dud next week. He's probably going to score a touchdown against the Lions this weekend. I am going to give you guys a twofer because they were same exact stats, except for targets. These guys finished 41 and 42, and these are 2 guys that you were anticipating to have a good year this year. 1 reception, 12 yards with 3 targets, and 1 reception, 12 yards with 2 targets. I'm talking about T.J. Hawkinson and Evan Ingram. Both 2.2 fantasy points. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Evan Ingram.
Don't start them.
Well, TJ is quarterback play. Evan Ingram.
They had a bad week.
Yeah.
Targets?
Well, target share too. I mean, week 1, I think he had 4 targets.
Yeah. We'll see.
So let's move right on to
Thursday
night picks and the locks.
Bills and Dolphins, I believe, right?
They didn't grace us with the greatest of games, but
can we do 1, 2, 3?
Miami at Buffalo.
1, 2, 3. Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm obviously taking the Bills as well. I mean, is there anything to say about this game?
I'm going to lock James Cook this week because I don't think Josh Allen's going to have to do a whole lot. I think he might just do a similar. I'm hoping that they just blow them out and Josh Allen gets points. What's his name? Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, James Cook. I hope they all get Dalton Kincaid. It's going to be a blowout. Unless they play around and don't take them seriously. But it's the NFL, so.
Go ahead, Corey.
Obviously, the Bills. But if this might be a garbage time game for the Dolphins players, so like probably the whole second half, and it's going to be the receivers, not the running back.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is a lock for the Dolphins
side.
side.
Waddle probably.
I mean, Waddle as long as he's healthy.
I was gonna say, is he questionable right now? I think I saw something.
I haven't seen it.
He's
but then
questionable
obviously, if you have James Cook, you're locking him. That's, I mean, you can't not, right? A lot of people, some people took his as a first running back. So if I had to pick a Bill and it's not like a blatantly obvious, I would. I mean, it is blatantly obvious though. But I would go Kincaid on the Bill side.
I think he had a poor week this last week.
I wouldn't say that's blatantly obvious. I think you're.
I think it's a good lock. It's an interesting lock.
Yeah.
For me, I'm definitely going Bills. I don't think there's going to be many times that I take the Miami Dolphins to win a football game this year, respectfully.
How long till Mike McDaniels gets fired?
I just don't know that you're going to fire a guy like that in the middle of the year, maybe. But
bro, starting 0-3.
The Chiefs might be there too. I mean, seriously.
I'm hearing rumors that he's losing the locker room or something like that. So
it doesn't surprise me. He's such a nonchalant, like weird guy. I mean, he's so interesting to me. I would love to meet this guy.
Yeah.
But he's incredible offensive like
coordinator.
Brain.
Very offensive minded head coach.
Man, I don't know. Obviously Bills. I was on the same thought as you guys. I mean, I'm locking A-Chain and I'm locking Cook. I think those are both no-brainers for me. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. They like to dump the ball off to A-Chain. He's going to catch passes if they can't do anything else.
Right.
It's going to free stuff up for him. I like Waddle this week. Waddle's had 5 targets, I think, in each of the first 2 games. I think they're going to have to rely on the pass. I think they're probably going to be focusing Tyreek. I like Waddle if he's
We got
healthy.
2 Waddle locks.
Flex him. Well,
I-
you don't want to flex him, but
No, don't flex.
Right.
if you're
Yeah.
if you're starting Waddle this week,
Put him
you're
in
going to
wide
start him
receiver
in a
slot.
starting wide receiver spot.
Person that
But-
games always pick their primary spot.
Yeah, yep. You always want to put him in the primary spot, but that's a guy that I would be flexing if it was a normal Sunday game.
Yep.
With that being said, I don't know. Stuff.
Anything else, boys?
That's all I've got. It was a quick show tonight. That's good. All good things. Look for. We gonna do show Saturday or Friday?
Probably Saturday. I don't know.
Saturday probably
We'll
would be better.
reconvene. I think Saturday's usually our day.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna be coming at you live with picks and locks. Yeah, we'll talk about some other stuff.
Yeah, next week on
we'll
the
come-
Wednesday show, we'll probably start, like you said before the show, we'll probably start implementing the top 5 at each position.
Yeah, we'll start
If not
to
next week, then the week after. We'll see.
implement some stuff. Just digging into it and seeing the interesting names that are in the top. Like
Mhm.
Odunze is a top 5 wide receiver right now. That's
Mhm.
interesting.
Yep.
There's just names to talk about. There's things like Diami Brown is a guy that I mentioned to you earlier, Corey. He's like wide receiver 23 on the year. He had a couple good weeks. Weird. He's the 3rd wide receiver in Jacksonville. What is that?
I was gonna
So,
say
yeah,
last I
something-
remember he was on the Commanders, so I was about to
Commanders.
ask where he's at.
Yep. So, anyways, yeah, that's what I've got. That's what we've got. Looking forward to spending Saturday night with you guys.
Alrighty,
Sounds good.
Take care, y'all. Peace.
peace.
Later.